Hello, coaches. I'm Coach Charlie Stubbs, longtime coach at both the high school and the collegiate level. I'm excited to be able to talk to you today about some offensive football. The topic that I'm going to talk to you about is red zone offense, red zone scored touchdowns. A little bit about myself. Again, longtime coach, been coaching now 29 years. Again, mostly on the offensive side of the ball. My background, I started out as a young coach at the collegiate level at Brigham Young University, and that's where I basically established most of my offensive philosophy. And again, I hope that I can stimulate some thought and exchange some ideas with you that will help you as you develop your program. In this presentation, we're going to define first the red zone area. Red zone, of course, is that scoring territory in there where you're, of course, striving for touchdowns, but definitely in field goal range. Biggest thing in this presentation, we're going to take it from the plus 20 going in. I know it's various schools that I've even been at. Some of them termed it the 25 going in or the 30, but in this presentation, let's just stay with the 20-yard line going in. Now, I've kind of got a little grid here to show you a little bit about thought process in the red zone and key points that you got to be aware of. First of all, of course, you can notice as you're going in what you're going to see defensively. Now, again, the back of the end zone, of course, I refer to that as kind of the 12th man. Again, the closer you get, of course, the defensive backs don't have to back up. And again, you can expect a lot of safety support in those areas. Another thing that you can note too is that again on the hashes it's so important too to have selected plays maybe go in a certain direction or into the short side of the field, so you got to be careful there. Now in most of my film study, most defenses when you get to the 4-yard line going in, that's when they get into their goal line mode or their goal line type of defenses. Some even don't even get into it till they get to the 2-yard line going in. So again, as you study your film and study your opponent, you got to see what triggers certain philosophies in their defensive approach. And again, as I mentioned here, very little will the safeties will stay down because again there's no need for very much post support on a deep post because again the back of the end zone of the end line. Now again we talked about scoring territory already, and again our goal always with the offenses that I've had is to score touchdowns. Again, you can see it here. Touchdown, 6 points. Field goal, 3 points. You do the math. Again, you're not going to win against very good football teams by kicking a lot of field goals. Okay? Of course, you got to take them at times. But again, you got to score touchdowns, finish drives. So that should be one of your definite goals as an offensive group. But again, it's so important. Now, when we get into field goals, the way I term the field goal kicker, to me, when we have to send our field goal kicker in to kick a field goal, usually I refer to him as an eraser because what has happened is offensively we've made a mistake. We've got a sack, maybe we dropped the ball, didn't execute a particular play, but lo and behold, we're having to kick that field goal. Sure, 3 points is better than none, but they're coming in because the offense just didn't get the job done finishing the drive.